Take one. Hi, today we're going to be working on a MacBook that has liquid damage. Here we have an A1466 MacBook Air, and we're going to try to figure out what's wrong with it. Burritos for donor boards. Wow, that's very kind of you. Those donor boards I gave you weren't worth 25 bucks. Barely worth 5. Thank you very much, Alex. I appreciate that. So, today we're going to get started on this machine. Let's open up the bottom of it and see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. Also, let's see if I could find where my screwdriver went. Here we go. So we have screwdriver, and we are going to open up MacBook and see what's wrong with it. Maybe it'll just be a battery that's not plugged in again. Thank you for the kind comment, Fred. The search is not going too badly. I'm not going to hear back from most of the places I looked at, Clopper, since it's weekend. And tomorrow is one of those holidays. Looks like the screen here is unplugged. Oh no. Oh no. Looks like genius was here. Okay. See these Wi-Fi wires? The short one is supposed to go like this, and then the long one is gonna go like, what is this? Oh. Who hurt you, little MacBook? What did they do to you? What did they do to you? It's okay, little MacBook. It's okay. Gonna make you all better again. You go here, like that. Why am I even plugging this back in when I'm just gonna be taking the board out? It's just, it just triggers me to see it in this condition is all. Alright, so this is not even right. No, you put both of them in wrong. So this has to go... as does this one. Yeah, this is supposed to be the other way. You're all trolling. This is trollery. My brain. Even Kopaz knows where that goes. Okay. So I'm going to take a guess that this needs a screen, cable, and the board LCD connector. Because this looks pretty burned, and if you can't see it very well on the above camera, well, let's just take a look on this one. You tell me what your thoughts are here. Yeah, that's scorched earth right there. This screen cable is not going to be reusable because the fourth pin is kind of molded with the rest of the connector. See that? There's no pin 4 anymore. Pin 4 is just rip. See? Pin 3 is kind of messed up. Pin 4 just went bye-bye altogether. So, let's get this board out of the casing. See if we can fix this MacBook. I could actually replace the connector without getting the board out of the casing, but the thing is, there may be some corrosion on the other side that has to be addressed. Poor little MacBook. It's okay, MacBook. It's okay. Oh no. Long screw, short hole. What? Long screw, short hole. Oh, you poor MacBook. What? What? It's okay, MacBook. It's okay. I never heard about that STP world. Okay. I'm kind of sleepy today. Once I'm done here, I'm probably gonna go to sleep. Go home and go to sleep. Other side's not too bad. Feedback ball in the LED driver looks just fine. Okay, so let's get to work. Now, this is a MacBook, so one of the things that is really, if you haven't been watching for a while, one of the things you should understand is what the purpose of a fuse is in a MacBook. So let's just open up a diagram here. We're going to open the schematic for an 820-00165 board so that I can show you the fuse. Now, many of you are probably mistaken. If you're new to the channel, you're going to think that this over here is the backlight fuse, so F7700. Most people mistakenly think that this is the fuse. This is a fuse between PP bus G3 hot and the backlight circuit. And, you know, it's an understandable mistake if you've went to the normal school of engineering. So we got a fuse over here. It's the one with the P on it. And indeed, Copass. Okay, let me just do this. One thing you'll notice. Oh my god. Are my multimeter probes broken? No way in hell. The fuse is blown. That never happens. Wow. The fuse died. I'm speechless. Okay. We'll save that for another video. So this is the screen connector. Now that we have determined that I am the sponsored talent, here I have some new demands. Yes, what would you like, Mr. Clinton? More greenies? Yeah, Mr. Clinton got a sponsorship before I got a sponsorship. It's bullshit. Alright, so we're going to have to replace the fuse as well as the connector. Wow. This is a first. My God. Okay. Or maybe Oreo can get a sponsor for butt wipes, as Pink said. Maybe he could get a sponsor for one of those companies that puts your animal to sleep. As Mr. Clinton's manager, I feel it necessary to not only compensate with more greenies, but also an adequate amount of screen time. Oreo, you are not Mr. Clinton's manager, but thank you for the $2, kitty. Mr. Clinton does not have management. Alright, so one of the things you're going to see me do here is try to bring back those two paths. So if you're new to this, when you see that they're all rusted looking, you probably think that's game over. You don't even know that you could run a jumper. Like, in the beginning, I wasn't even thinking about running jumpers. But one of the things you should know before you even go to run jumpers is bringing back the pads. And that's what we're going to try to do in this instance. So let's see if we are able to bring back those pads and what happens. I gotta say, Camille managed to tangle up these wires really good. I've been using this space now for a full week, and I still have not managed to untangle the soldering iron wires. Alright, so I'm going to switch back over to the micro pencil because that's going to be easier. And think of it like filing your nail. I'm just filing a nail. Let me just lower the light so it's easier for you to see. But you don't want to solder over rusty looking shit. And here I'm being a bit rougher with the pads because if I can't get them clean, then there's no point in them even being there to begin with. And one thing I'm also going to do is I'm likely going to decide to tie them together. Because the one on the left seems decent, the one on the right ends very soon. Like, the stuff in the back that you see is not really much pad because the path to it is thinner and compromised. So, let me show you what I mean by that. So, yeah, so this pad on the left is a pad. This pad on the right, it kind of thins out. Right over here. See where I'm pointing? This is full pad. Then right over here it thins out. So I'm just going to combine them into one One badass pad. Yeah, it is hard to see. Maybe it'll be easier once I remove the excess solder. Some people have difficulty telling BlackBerry apart from Mr. Clinton. Well, lots of people have difficulty telling males from females nowadays. Hope BlackBerry doesn't take it personally. She is my lady. She is my angel. I love my Barry. I love Clinton as well. I love Clinton and I love Barry. Lovely animals. Very kind creatures. Excuse me. I'm gonna get a euthanasia sponsor for Oreo. Don't want to rub too hard. We don't want to destroy that pad or whatever little's left of it. Okay, so now we're going to get ourselves a connector and a fuse. Be right back. By the way, you could also get a connector or a fuse if you check out our website, store.rossmangroup.com. So check this out, folks. You could actually go to store.rossmangroup.com and you can get yourself any one of these parts. And if you're not really sure it fits your board, well, no problem. This is in MacBook Air from 2015, so if I were on store.rossmangroup.com, what I could do is I come back and haunt you. No, you won't, Oreo. You go to hell and you die. You go MacBook Air, A14 66 13-inch MacBook Air, 2013 and 2015 MacBook Air, or that's for parts. Or if you want IC chips and components, you can go chips by device, MacBook, MacBook Air, 2013 or 2015 MacBook Air. Bam! All the components I need right for that board, all in one convenient place. You need an LCD cable, an ISL659 charging chip, a trackpad, an SMC stencil, a backlight fuse, or even a connector. If you need a connector, just go to page 2 and bam, it's just right there. Tells you all the boards that it's compatible with. You get a nice high-resolution picture of it. Sometimes a picture of my cat, but for the important stuff, you get an actual high-resolution picture of it. And just makes life easy. Alright, so now we're just going to get a new one. And there's going to be a big burst of static in my audio because I have zero free time and I have no ability to actually troubleshoot why it is that the squelch feature is not working on my microphone thing like it used to. So right around now, headphone users are going to start screaming in pain as they go deaf from screeching noise. And there's nothing I could do about that. Alright, and we're walking back to my office, and most of you are probably deaf right now, probably hate me, really pissed off. That's okay. Alright, we're ready to put a new connector on this board. I ate some funny sandwich earlier today from this place, Potbelly. It's a Mediterranean sandwich that they have, and it fucked with me. Like, I'm hungry, but I'm burping at the same time, and it's no good. I don't get what people do to their MacBooks to mess them up, like I've had this before, and oh crap, it went off screen. I really keep saying I'm going to make it take longer, and I keep screwing up and not making it stay on the screen longer. Don't delay, euthanize me today. Why, Oreo, I was thinking of doing just that to you, little kitty that doesn't know how to wipe your ass. I was thinking about doing just that. We were discussing it with chat. But now that you've paid me to do it, well, you're helping to make the decision to do that just a little bit easier. I've had my Mac since 2012, still running fine, 13-inch mid-2012. Well, usually they spill water on it, and you can tell that that's what happened here, because if you look at that capacitor right down there, see that? The left side of that capacitor is happy, the right side of that capacitor is sad. If most of what you do LD, you'd have to ask Teresa. If most of what she does is LD. Alright, let's get this going. I bent a pin, a little rusty. Been spending too much time on business administration stuff, not enough time on the good old board repair videos. But that's fine, we can move that pin right back into place with the micro pencil. See what I did there? Let's move the pin. Now remember, pins 3 and 4, we said we're going to tie together to make it a little bit easier to carry that current. Very nice. Nice little stronghold over there. Touching the wrong... This is not the right tip for this. I should be using one of the other tips. But I'll make this work. See? You'll get a nice joint. Nice float-in, happy solder joint. One way.
No, I can't have Oreo as a shop cat because everybody would quit. Or they would just conveniently leave the door open and place his food outside and hope that the problem solves itself. Fuse came off fairly easily. You keep both shops when you get the new space up and running. For a short period of time. For a small percentage of time, as they would call it. So that... Because the thing is, people are going to still think that this place exists, so they're still going to show up here. And I don't want to lose all those people. Especially, God forbid, how many people are still going to be mailing stuff here? I mean, you could always ask the post office to forward your mail, but I mean, really? I'm not... Yeah, like, yeah, right. I haven't signed a lease yet, no. I'm not signing a lease until I know damn well that I'm not getting it sucked into a trap. I'll take my time. Now we're going to see if this works with a test screen, because I'm not going to plug in this customer's original screen since their cable is clearly destroyed, as I showed you in the beginning. And we're going to see how that works. Is it the first time you're changing the fuse in the motherboard in the stream? For the backlight fuse, this is the first time in a long time. I'm sure I've done it, you know, maybe once or twice in 2017. But it's been a while since I think I've changed the backlight fuse on stream. PP bus fuse, yes. Backlight fuse, I've seen some seriously blown up looking LCD connectors, and the backlight fuse is just fine. It's a poly fuse, but still, I'm surprised it doesn't blow given the sheer destruction that you see on the LCD connector area sometimes. But this one did blow. $356 people watching me fix a MacBook. Yesterday, 5,000 people were watching me find a place to fix a MacBook. Priorities. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is find an Air screen that we can plug in. Go. This does not have the LCD cable latch, which means I'm going to re-blow my fuse. Screw that. You're not an Air screen, you're a Retina screen, you're a Retina screen, you're also a Retina. Is there seriously not an Air screen here? Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking suka blat. Yeah, okay. This one says has backlight, no image. Ours now. Alright, let's see what this gets us. Has backlight, no image. Should make that, remove some of the solder that I have there. Solder, as you would call it in the funny countries. I know some of you live in the funny places where they would say solder. Alright. Bastard. Should have used the smaller tip. This is what I get for using the tip that's too big. There we go. Now it fits over fine. I really am rusty. Alright, so now we're going to turn it on. Keep in mind, even though the charger's plugged in to the machine, it was going to my power supply, which is off, so I was not soldering on a live board. So we are going to turn on my power supply now. So let's turn on my power supply software. We're going to get some fan spin here. And let's see if you go on fire. Also, let's see what we get for backlight voltage. Zero. 8 volts at backlight fuse. 0 volts at 8 volts again. Let's see. At the coil, what do we have? Coil, no voltage. Hello. Transistor not opening. Is this even a good screen? 8 volts on one side of the fuse. 8 volts in the other. This is probably not even a good screen. Why am I using a screen that says backlight, no image on it? Surely we can do better than this garbage. There's a place... I don't really have an answer to that, because none of them have gotten back to me, Flower Boy, but I'm trying to avoid answering that question, because it's popping up once every about 90 seconds, and... like... no green light on charger. I had a green light in my charger, yes. Okay. Let's see. It's... Okay, let's see if I have a screen that's not a piece of shit. I don't really feel comfortable testing with something that says on it half works. Surely we've got better testers than this. We're not that broke. We haven't paid first, last, and 3-month deposit on a new space yet. That cannot be the only error test screen that we have. I walked away. Damn it, I'm going to miss that. If somebody could copy and paste whatever that person said into chat, I'd highly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, there's no error screen here. What the fuck? You serious? Where did all these things go? They're all gone. Don't tell me I gotta test with this piece of shit screen. That's the only one that we have. No way in hell. Fuck that. What happened to all the testers? Okay. I should probably assume it just works and go home. And get some sleep. Uh-oh, another one. It's been a long time since I've caught a stream. Do you really believe it when reports say Macs are cheaper than PCs for business use? I can't. I don't. I guess it depends what they're based on. And also, the thing is, when they say Mac is cheaper than PC for business use, are you buying junk or are you buying business computers? Now, what are you actually buying? When you say PC, there's many different machines that it could be. JP said be ready to answer the door in 20 minutes. Thank you. Hello. You're a good dude. Thank you very much. Okay, we're going to try this 11-inch screen, but this one gives me fear because it doesn't have a latch. So I have to hold this shit as I insert it. This is such bullshit. We don't have one good air test screen in the pile. That's horseshit. Heads must roll for this. Okay. $40 volts. You fucking kidding me? A second bad air test screen? Okay, so what 40 volts at backlight output means is that the backlight voltage is not making its way to the screen, but the board has the capability to make it. We have 2 bad air test screens. This is fucking horseshit. Wow. Sorry and thank you for streaming. Oh, you don't have to apologize for something like that. I'm just being a salty asshole because I can't find my air test screen and I'm hungry and I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. Thank you very much for viewing. But you should be used to that by now if you're a regular viewer. That when I'm sleepy, I become a salty asshole. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. What the fuck? I need to find an air test. I mean, technically I know the board can make a backlight, so I'm wasting my time here. I got 39 volts of backlight output. Alright, so now you're going to hear a bunch of hissing. So if you have headphones, hit mute now. Alright. Alright. How do headphone users know how to unmute? You unmute when I say unmute, and you mute when I say mute. That should be fairly simple to follow. There's no... Okay. Can Teresa be my godmother? You know, just in case something happens and my real mommy loves salsa more than me. I don't think your real mommy loves salsa more than you. In fact, I think your real mommy is in the works for negotiating a deal for salsa to make his way to your food bowl right now. Alright, let's see what we get for backlight. 24.5 volts. That's a backlight. This screen assembly looks like it's lighting up. Let me just turn off this light so it's easier to see. See? Wow, look at that pretty screen. That's a Apple logo. And that's about that. So this board has been fixed. It needed a replacement LCD connector. It needed one of the pads to be a little cleaned off. We just jumpered it to the other pad with a solder blob because it was fine. It just needed a little bit more current handling capability at the ends of the pin, which really honestly doesn't matter anyway because, again, the pad is here. The pin is landing here. The voltage is coming in here, and it started to thin out over there. But that's just me being OCD. And that's pretty much it. We're just going to run this through the ultrasonic cleaner just to get rid of any corrosion that we may have missed. I was being a noob when doing the LCD connector. I honestly don't know where my I had a T15 D something tip. There was a chisel tip, and that would be have been better for doing the anchor parts of the LCD connector. But I didn't have it in front of me, so I made do with the other one. You really don't get too much solder around the LCD connector, or the latch won't fit over it. Don't be a noob. And also don't get solder inside the LCD connector. Don't replace the fuse without figuring out what the problem is first. If you replace a fuse because a fuse is blown, you're going to wind up blowing it again because the problem was the short to ground caused around the LCD connector area. Obviously, we're going to have to replace the LCD cable on the user's original screen because that is just going to wind up blowing and causing the same problem over and over again. So this board is fixed. It has been kept away from geniuses. We're going to put the Wi-Fi cables back in properly. We're going to ultrasonically clean it. We're going to make this board look great and this mill MacBook Air be happy again. We're going to put the short screw in the short hole and the long screw in the long hole, like what's required by the fan. None of that long screw, short hole nonsense. And that's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Did you ultrasound? Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at that. I actually forgot that I'm here. I have to wait for food. Shit. Food is coming. Alright, so I have a So, since food is on the way, I should be here. Erica is calling. Oh, shit. I threw my phone on the floor. No. Hello?
Don't forget the food is coming.
Yeah, I almost forgot. I came back.
Yeah, are you on live stream?
Yes. Is it okay if I put your number on live stream?
Huh?
Is it okay if everybody sees your number on live stream?
No, okay, I'll talk to you back.
Shit. I thought I was covering it. I was not. That was actually really bad.
Wait, everybody saw it?
I thought my thumb was covering it, and I was joking, but my thumb was not covering it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's a good thing she's... Hopefully that camera quality is shittier than... before that. Oh, okay. Oh, well. Okay, let's figure out what's wrong with your board. Yeah, let me just leave notes for this one.
You have the cheap microscope on store so I can see the difference between cheap one and good one you're selling. Yeah, probably the one that Paul has. Actually, no, not the one that Paul has, the one next to me, I think, and the one that Camille is using. Food should be here. Oh, crap. Be right back. Time to make everybody deaf. Walking to the front of the store, and deaf. Hello. Hey. Hello.
Hello, boss.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I receive your text later. Can we check if no fork I go back for you?
What?
I say I receive your text later. If
Oh.
fork, you can check if no fork I go
Oh, yeah, no worries. Thank you. That's fine. Thank you. Oh, yes, fine. Okay. Holy. Damn, that's some food. There's food, and there's salad, and there's... Wow. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. JP. All right, let's see what we have in here. Whoa. Woohoo! Some almond pretzel looking salad thing? Holy moly. What is that? That looks cool. We have pita bread. I don't know what that is, but I suppose I'll figure it out soon. We got some forks. I don't know what that is, but I'll eat it anyway. Wow, thank you. Alright, let's get to work. So where do we start? What is this actually? Okay. I will let chat decide how this goes. So what do we begin with? So we have, what is this orange stuff? Okay, that is quinoa, I think. That's chickpeas falafel. This is spinach pie. Wow, I remember saying, thank you. I was saying yesterday that the Moons got rid of the spinach pie, and that drove me nuts, and somebody actually thought of it. And holy shit, thank you. This is pita bread. What's this thing in here? We'll figure this out. I know JP. What a good dude. What's this thing? Thank you. Wow. My desk is not big enough for this bountiful meal. Okay, so what do I do?
this is a pita. Yes. Maybe we pour some of this on the falafel stuff. I think you're supposed to use the pita potentially to make a sandwich out of the falafel. Maybe not. Oh well. Just to give you an idea of what a dump this place is, like I have no room to eat this meal. If you look. Like there's no room on my desk to actually eat food. Because if I move this any further, I'm going to knock the stream deck off. Thank you. Thank you, JP. So you guys want to see a preview of something? That. No, a customer is calling. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Is this Rosmany?
Yes.
Hey, I was curious if you guys worked on just Apple products, or do you do like Asus and Gigabyte?
Usually just Apple. What do you have and what's wrong with it?
I have an Asus motherboard I've had for since 2016. The warranty's out, but recently I got an error on the LCD on the motherboard itself. It's a B6 error, and the manual tells me that it is a NVRAM issue. I've tried removing all accessories from the motherboard itself. It's not with leaving with just the processor and the one stick of RAM that I've tried in multiple slots, and I still get the same issue. Removing the RAM altogether gives me another error, which tells me that the RAM is being detected when it is in there. So I'm not sure what else it could be. I've tried reflashing the BIOS using the onboard. It has like an automatic way you can include the BIOS into a USB and put it to the BIOS slot.
That I honestly, I wouldn't even know where to begin with that, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's good.
Try a place on Canal Street. It's a 47 Canal Street called High Tech Electronics. See what they say.
Okay, thank you.
All right. I'm eating. Hello.
Hey, do you open tomorrow?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you.
Food. I was going to show you guys something, but I'm not sure if it's a good idea. I'm answering it because it's ringing. Potential business. Not running a new store with no money.
Calling from the law firm of Kilpatrick Townsend, Stockton. We represent
A spinach pie. A grape roll. What's it called in the right thing on green salad? I have no idea. That's a grape roll. This seems like a basic salad. Spinach pie. Quinoa. Not a big quinoa fan, but feels like you're eating sand. But I never understood what the big thing was about quinoa. Is it supposed to be some sort of trendy health food? Is it an actual health food? Is it junk food that just so happens to taste bad? I've never really Googled quinoa. Yeah, I'm going to make very good use of that Kilpatrick and Townsend clip in many of my videos. Pedal assist, JP. Pedal assist. Where are you from, JP, out of curiosity? Where do you hail from? Florida. Oh yeah, I think you told me that before. I'm curious as to what you do.
Calling from the law firm of...
I think you've told me what you do before, JP, but I forgot. What do you think of that whole Project Maven thing at JP? I mean, at Google JP. I just started reading a Wired article on it yesterday. It's a good 20-something pages long. I'm kind of curious.
Calling from the law firm of
I'm starting to slow down my engine.
Because your battery wasn't plugged in. Because
Okay, I'm out of stomach, unfortunately. So this is gonna go in the fridge, and this will get eaten later. Because I'm out of room, really. No more real estate. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. I'm going to wash up, get out of here, and I'm gonna publish an edited version of the video from earlier today to the main channel in the next 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm really curious as to what you think of it. We've taken some mashups of that Kilpatrick recording, and I plan on continuing to do so. Thank you very much, and thank you very much to JP and everybody else watching, and I'll see you in the next one.